Hello, this is Dani Rotramel, and I am just so glad you've taken a few minutes to listen in to the introductory class for the upcoming Fabulously Fit course that will begin very shortly. This is an exciting course because it's going to give us a jump start on, first of all, looking at some good habits we want to create, and second, creating those habits and starting the journey to taking those habits to autopilot. And this course is based on a little paperback book called 27 Body Transformation Habits You Can't Ignore by a fellow named Tyler Bramlett. So here we go. Let's just take a little overview, look at it, and see what we've got. My name is Dani, and I have had a passion for teaching in this area of fitness and health for just a great number of years. My goodness, 38 years or more. And I love this area, and I do my very best to walk the walk of what I do teach. I am a certified nutrition consultant, and I am the owner and the creator of fabulouslyfit.com. So let's go ahead and begin to take a look at these crazy little creatures that we call habits. Oh my goodness, they can either bring us great success, or they can truly take us backward and steal all our success. But we want to learn how to go forward with them and how to create these habits so that they absolutely make it easy on this path. Samuel Johnson made this quote a long time ago in 1709: "The chains of habit are too weak to be felt until they are too strong." So what we want to do is we want to learn how to create some new good habits, and then we want to take these good habits to a routine, and then we want to take them right on to autopilot. And this is where the miracle occurs, because when you have a good habit on autopilot, it's in your subconscious. It's really not hard anymore to live the life of good habits. It takes about 30 days of consistency to create a habit in the first place, and then about 90 days to take it to a routine, and then about 120 days to take it right on to autopilot, where the miracle occurs. No, it's not impossible. God says with Him all things are possible. I do want to tell you as well that all of my courses, all of my teachings are based on godly principles, because I believe that the Bible is our guide for life. God tells us in His Word, He says to find wisdom, because that is the principal thing, and wisdom is right there in His Word. Wisdom and understanding. I love the scripture in Proverbs, I believe it's 7:4, and it says, "Wisdom is my sister." And you know, when you think about it, this is probably very, very true. It's a quote by Albert Einstein, and he says, "Imagination is more important than knowledge." So we need to begin to get a vision. In fact, God says in His Word, "Without a vision, my people perish." So we can turn that around and say, with a vision, His people will not perish, but they will go forward and accomplish great and mighty things. So let's begin to imagine just what could be possible. And let's begin to take some steps and go forward. Have you heard about the law of 30 days? This is taken from some NASA research that was done some time back. There were 10 astronauts. They were preparing to go out into space, and in this preparation, they were wearing concave goggles, which helped them adjust to seeing actually upside down in outer space. So they were seeing everything upside down. Now, there was a phenomena that occurred at day 30, and what happened is that they began to see, although they were wearing the concave goggles, they began to see correctly, right side up, with the goggles even. And they referred to this as the law of 30 days, and they realized that new neurotransmitters, neural pathways had been created in their brain that caused their body adjusted. Now, there's one more thing that's very important, and that is the consistency, because they repeated this and they skipped a day, and the same phenomena did not occur. It was tied in exactly with 30 days, and we know that it takes 30 days to develop a habit. What we're going to be doing in this course is we're going to begin training our thinking. We're taking on a new mindset of the importance of having a vision. And once you're a part of the team, you'll be getting emails to help you start creating that vision for these next 30 days. Now, I do want to tell you another life principle. Actually, it is a life principle, and that is, as we go along the path of life, we're practicing some little simple disciplines, and we're working to create some good habits. For a season, it may look like not one thing is happening. In fact, our neighbor who's going along the path of life too, but making simple errors in judgment and not practicing good habits, it looks like not anything is different for them than it is for us. And so you can see this straight line of this path of life coming along, but with time, these little habits become compounded, and you, on the path of success, begin to soar like an eagle, whereas your neighbor, who's on the path of failure, begins to take a dramatic curve up or down. And you've seen this. You've seen people, in fact, who have very bad health habits, very bad fitness habits, and it looks like, well, my goodness, they don't look much different or seem to feel much different than I do. And then something shows up dramatic. When you look at this principle, and we'll call this the power of simple things, the thing we need to know is that these good habits, these simple little actions, will be easy to do. They'll also be very easy not to do. Anyone can do them, but the truth of the matter is most people won't. So we're going to be tapping into something Jeff Olson calls the slight edge, and it involves simple little disciplines done consistently that compound results with time. And the thing to remember here is that this slight edge is always working. 1 out of 20 will apply this slight edge in a good way. On slide 10, let me go ahead and give you an overview of the course. We're going to be talking about the wonders of good habits. Oh my goodness, they have so many benefits. We're going to be learning a lot of new things, and as you join us in the course and you really apply yourself to learning, you're doing far more than just learning some new good habits. You're beginning to create these new synapses in your brain that are going to make it easier to apply these new habits. Because anytime we learn something new, it just opens up all kinds of possibilities. I will be your coach, giving you baby step guidance. You're going to have a team, Team Fabulous, to encourage and support you. So we will be creating new habits. We'll take them to routines as time goes on. We'll take them on to autopilot. Now, every month we will although our course will only go for 4 weeks, but this is going to be something I will teach you that will cement to carry on, and we'll talk about them in future FabUFit courses. But we'll be creating 5 monthly habits. We'll learn why we need to have these 5 monthly habits. We'll also learn how to implement them. We're going to learn 7 very specific weekly habits, and then we'll learn about the Lean 15 that Tyler Bramlett talks about, that are 15 daily habits for body transformation that we just can't ignore, he says. All right, let's look on slide 11. And let's take a look. I've been sending to the team members 1 monthly habit, and there are 5. I've been sending them periodically with instructions, a little bit more in-depth instructions on how to begin to put these in place. These 5 monthly habits will be the foundation of all our other habits. And every month we will do all 5 of these monthly habits, and they need to be done. It's just like a foundation of building a house. If these aren't done, the walls on the house are going to crumble. Now, also, every month as time goes on, you may change these foundational habits, but we still need to create these 5 monthly habits. Number 1, planning, preparing for the month. Evaluating what's been working here in my health and fitness life and what is not working. Number 2, we want to set some goals. You know, if we don't have a goal, it's like a map. We don't even know where we're going, so how will we ever know if we get there? And these will be SMART goals, because they will have some specifics to them that we'll talk about. Number 3, as you go on through the month, you want to have the habit of evaluating and asking yourself, do I need to adjust my plan? Number 4, before we begin the month, we want to create a very exciting daily affirmation to speak into existence every single day. Our words have great power. In fact, God says in His Word that life and death are in the power of the tongue. So we want to begin speaking into existence exactly what we want to come to pass. And then on the 5th thing, that will be every single month planning to do something for yourself. And that might be a massage, a pedicure, oh goodness, just whatever just would bring. I do invite you to jump on board with Team Fabulous. You know, habits can be really tricky. Good habits like to leave, and bad habits like to sneak right on in. But we're going to start lassoing those good habits and taking them to autopilot. Class 1 begins very soon, June the 27th. You can come from the comfort of your very own home by teleconference call. The membership with Team Fabulous is $10 a month, and that gives you access to actually all of the courses that we have. So here you see this on the slide here, the link to go to join Team Fabulous, https://gum.co/team. So let's just begin to stir up our hopes. Nothing happens on the outside until it first happens on the inside. So I love this quote by Patton. He says, accept the challenge so you may feel the exhilaration of victory. I challenge you to accept the challenge to take your health and your fitness to the next level. Begin to create some habits that'll go with you for the rest of your life, that will change the direction that your fitness and health is going right now. And if you're already on a very good path, there's always room to grow. Always, always, always. William James says, start immediately, do it flamboyantly, no exceptions. It's never too late to start, but it's always too late to wait. So once again, I invite you to join with Team Fabulous at fabulouslyfit.com.